Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
Give me the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
On play action, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Out. Tight dog.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The tackle there by Antoine Woods. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Buying time, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
I got one.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
Mike 54.
Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
On 1st down, it's Armstrong. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
2nd and 5. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I'm here all day.
They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. That's good for a Brooklyn 1st down.
Brown 80!
The 41-yard line.
Hey, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Switch.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now Jones, powerful running. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, orbit.
50 seconds to Mike.
From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Complete to John Brown. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
2nd and 11. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They're going to look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check 15. Check 15.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
55's my guy. 55.
Monday.
Let's get this. Get this.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 9. Allen.
Watch twist.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third down.
Mike, 49 to Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Motion. Stop. 49. 6 man.
Let's go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ready. 10 Lobo.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Bam.
He's coming.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen go throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Allen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10, his first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, watch 55. I got one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and his throw here's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Hey, one set. Check.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill. Check 9. Check 13. Check 13.
Check deep river.
Now a give, right side. Armstrong. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
We got to get to the ball.
Look, squeeze. Hard.
Switch.
Hey, Alpha.
Kill.
2nd down and inches. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And too soft.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, exit.
49, guys. Mike, 49. All day, punk. 49.
Red, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Greystone travel. Go. Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, set, 8, read.
54. Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, echo.
Right there.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's not good.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready to break.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. That's right, baby. They don't...
Smooth. Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feet.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
but drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Ready,
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's coming this way, Here we go, here we go. Here we go. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
General West.
54,
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Hey, Haywood. Be driven.
He'll look to throw. That complete to Lamar Miller. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 54. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there.
Right
there. 54.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Box drop.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Go.
54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
49. Ricky.
Half.
Allen now looks to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Here we go.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
All day, dog. Cut.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
65.
Way to go.
65.
Hey, lock it.
He's checking. Crash. Under 10.
Bam. Ready.
Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They go play action here on 1st down. Airing it out, looking into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Look, squeeze.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Matt Milano, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Setting up the screen for Miller. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Allen going to throw. What a spin. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Allen to throw. Going up top.
Let's go, B. Big Sears right here.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 17, but it brings up 3rd down.
Come on, set. 10 too soft. Protein spill. Hard.
Tight dog.
Look at me. Door. Lead gripper.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On the double.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. Shoot.
Now.
Watch the safety cream. You go tight.
Rock it.
Switch it.
There go.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
1st down.
8 read.
54. Ready?
Hey, do.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mike,
Panini!
Mike, 5.
Gun.
On second down, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact.
Let's go.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did.
They really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the home team here, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win.